Welcome to this gorgeous day in Ludlow, and it's the 3rd birthday of the Secret Healer books, and I can't believe how quickly it's gone. And I just wanted to say thank you to you all for all your support and for buying the books and making me a little bit wealthier than I was when I started. Not much, but a bit. So I have a question from, it says on Facebook, Kavax Cataline, but I'm wondering if the lady's name is Cataline, which is very beautiful either way around. She wanted to know, and she made me very excited to get this question, what makes the ruling planet of a herb? And that's a great question, because we're tapping into my love space, Cataline. So in a way, we're going back to the doctrine of correspondences. That's become the popular way to say it, and I've always said doctrine of signatures, doctrine of correspondences, but actually a better way to refer to it is doctrine of associations, because it's as much about universal knowledge as anything else. So for example, let's think about calendula. Calendula is ruled by the sun, and the reason why it would have been classified as being ruled by the sun is its colour. Not always the case, but its colour definitely with calendula. But the medicine that it brings is what brings the classification. So calendula is a very fortifying medicine. It makes you confident. It's very happy medicine, and these are all sun qualities. So, but then when we say, right, okay, so in astrology, which zodiac planet would be ruled by the sun? Well, the sun rules Leo. So right, so what are the qualities of Leo? So the qualities of Leo is they're very forthright. They like glamorous things. They I've got two in my family, they argue a lot. Bloody bullshit. But these are all different qualities that you would see in a Leo and will pass across. Do it right. So is that the kind of medicine that you see in a calendula? Yeah, it is. It's, you know, very brassy, and but also very fortifying medicine. Probably the easiest one to understand is Saturn medicine, because your Saturn return, everybody's Saturn return comes when they're 29 years old. And it's very interesting to see, when you look at it, just what challenges you have faced at that time, because it takes Saturn 29 years to go around the sun. I think that's right. It's one of those that, not around the earth, go around the sun. So when you look at it, you can see when it returns it to the same place it was at when you were born, and that's 29 years. And at 29 years, Saturn rocks your world, and it goes, right, okay, you've grown up, now let's see you properly grow up. And it shakes the foundations of your life. Usually it will money is a big thing that gets affected when you've got a Saturn return, but you really start to mature into yourself. But Saturn also rules age, so things like as you age, you get more brittle. You become chronically ill. Things seem to take a long time with Saturn, and all of these things get transposed to plants. So what kind of plants? Spikenard's the obvious one to me, because that's the one I've written. When you're looking at it, right, so Saturn is bones and connective tissue. It's very good for healing bones. It's a skin healer. It deals with chronic illness. So what you're looking at is, and really to a certain extent, you can just rely on what the ancients say. It's very rare that they're wrong. It's probably quite arrogant of me in the last 2 books to have gone, actually, I think I can put a different dimension on it. But to be able to understand the ruling planets, you have to go and learn the astrology first, Kathleen. So at the moment I am studying the North Node, which is very interesting, and so hopefully in the next few months I'll be able to look and go, right, okay, what oils do I think might correspond to the North Node to the moon. So you do have to have a bit of a strange brain to do it, but what I would say to you is go and learn your astrology. Jeffrey Wolf Green is the best person to read, really, to have a look at how he's very good at medical astrology, and you'll just be able to see how the lessons of the planets translate across to, once you understand your oil, your plant, your herb, once you understand how it heals, to be able to say, does that marry up with that? No, I don't think it does, really. So like, for example, in cannabis, the cannabis was classified under Saturn, and absolutely right, for long chronic illness. But when you use the CBD medicine, you can see that actually it's quite an explosive medicine that can do things very, very quickly. Saturn doesn't do things quickly, and so you'll see that the medicine changes with developments with the actual medicines. But also remember that those doctrines of signatures probably, oh well, I don't know, maybe 1,000 years old, maybe older than that. And so since then we've discovered new planets. So yeah, it's very interesting. I hope that's helped. I do plan to write a book about it, so hopefully I'll be able to do that for you, Kathleen. But what I would say to you is go and read Jeffrey Wolf Green for the best induction into medical astrology. I hope that works for you. And I can't really remember, there's not much of it in this book, funnily enough, but I am sending you a copy of this to say thank you for your support, and thanks for a great question.